Hello Cancer, welcome to your weekly tarot reading. I hope all is well with you today. Thank you so much for joining me. So I've got these lovely herbiary cards. I'm going to find you two and we will look at what's going on with you. What do you need to hear today? Right, let's find two. We'll have that one and that one. Okay, and then let's have a Woodland Warden's card as well. Let's have that one. Okay, so Defying Gravity. The song in there somewhere. I won't sing it. And we've got Remembrance. We also have Bashfulness, the Opossum and Peony. Beautiful card. Okay. So Defying Gravity, I think that you have done something in the past that was quite special. I think you have achieved something in the past that is quite special. And I think this week, that's coming through into your week in some way. Whether there is something connected to it that is going to be helpful for you to move forward, whether there's going to be some healing connected to it that's going to be useful for you moving forwards. But I think that you don't actually realise how amazing you are and what you achieved in the past. I don't think you actually realise how people look at you and think, you know, gosh, you really did that. That was really amazing. I'm really proud of you. I think you're quite bashful about it, quite humble about it. And I don't actually think you give yourself enough credit. Let's have a little bit of a look at what is going on with your tarot cards, Cancer, this week. There's definitely something that you have achieved, something that you've got through, something that you have created, something that you have, something that you have done that's really, you underestimate it, but others really think that you're pretty amazing. That you did it, that you got through it, that you created it, whatever. Obviously, it's a general reading. It's something different for everybody. It's popping up this week. It's part of your week. Let's see what's going on. Queen of Swords, Four of Cups, the Strength card, the Three of Cups, the Four of Swords. I very much feel like this week is about revisiting the past and whether we want to or not, and healing in some way. The Queen of Swords, she is starting to see things clearly, maybe for the first time actually. And I think the clarity that you are receiving this week is for the first time. And I think it is going to help you move on with the rest of your life in a more empowered way, in a more powerful, empowered way. You're in charge. This is up to you now. And I think it's going to really shift the way that you are moving through life. We've got the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is about letting go, about releasing. It's about holding on to something too tightly, in which case you need to release it. And I think for some of you, it is an actual thing. So whether it is a house, a place, a relationship, a place of work, whatever, there's something that you are holding on to, something from the past, something that was important to you, maybe something that you have achieved, that something good happened there, that good memories may be attached to it. But there's certainly a need to release. Maybe you've been holding it close to you as a protection, as a form of keeping yourself safe. but there's something related to that thing, the past thing, that you just need to let go of and release and free yourself up to move forwards in a more powerful way. The Two of Swords, you've got a choice to make. I think maybe a decisions has come your way, or a choice, a fork in the road where you can decide, right, I go this way or I go that way, and it requires you to release the past in order to move forwards. And it's for the best for you. It's absolutely for the best for you, Cancer. It is absolutely for the best, and it's going to make you feel good about yourself, better about yourself, and there's certainly some healing coming from making that choice. We've got the Four of Cups. I think you're not happy with how things are going at the moment. I think things, the things that used to make you happy, that used to make you satisfied, used to bring you joy, they don't anymore. They don't anymore. And I think this is why you're being forced into making a decision about which path you go down. Do you stay where you are when everything's just a little bit, it's all right, nothing's changing, nothing's happening. It's not, I wouldn't say I was happy, I'm not really, I'm just indifferent. Do you want to stay in that place, or do you want to find your happiness? Do you want to take the choice? Do you want to make the decision, take the route and go towards your happiness? Three of Pentacles, other people, working with other people, collaborating with other people. So maybe it is that you have got the option to connect with others on your new path. Maybe you've always worked alone. Maybe you've always done whatever you've done alone, and now things are opening up and you've got options to start beginning to connect with other people, collaborate with other people, and work with other people in some way. It's up to you. The choice is yours. I mean, this is tarot. You go with the energy that feels right for you. Six of Cups, the past again. So I think younger you is definitely appearing in this week. And maybe it is, connected to the people that maybe surrounded you in the past. Like I say, maybe the fork in the road that you're wanting to take, or the decision that you want to make, involves people. But whatever it is, you can stay where you are, you can do nothing, or you can take a chance. You can open yourself up to some healing, to the thing that feels quite difficult, the thing that you feel drawn to and feels right, but also feels quite scary and quite difficult. Go with it. I think you just need to go with it. This week, I think if you want to shake things up, if you want things to move forwards, if you want things to change, then you've got to make the choice. Nothing will change if you don't shake things up a bit, if you don't make the decision, if you don't move yourself in the direction that you need to, or you're being compelled to take. Because I do feel like that's what it is. I think you're feeling quite compelled, you're really being dragged in a certain direction, and I think your fear is holding you back. We've got the Strength card. Strength is about connecting with your inner strength. I think you are really having to muster up your courage this week, because I think it's going to feel quite scary. And like I say, that this situation is connected to something that's happened in the past, and it needs to not define how you move forward now, because the past is the past. You're different now, situations are different now, and yes, you use your experience, your knowledge, your wisdom from the past, but you need to not let it hold you back. Follow your heart. We've got the heart here, in a lovely heart symbol there. She's wearing that heart necklace. You're following your heart this week, even though it may feel quite difficult. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, the Hermit. So the Seven of Pentacles, it's all about about weeding and pruning, deciding, the things that you've got in your life already, are they suitable for you moving forwards, moving onwards? What's actually bringing you a reward for the energy that you're putting into things in your life? How, what can you release? What can you let go? What are the things that aren't bringing you back those rewards? So I think it's going to take some courage, some strength to maybe, release some things, let things go. It very much feels like a week where you're really having to go within. You're having to really figure out, the whys and wherefores of why you feel the way that you feel about things. It's about being kind to yourself as well, about being kind, being compassionate to yourself, and putting yourself first. Actually, as I'm looking at, my brain kept like clearing as I was looking at this, and it's about putting yourself first, not continuing to plough your energy into things that aren't bringing you things back. It's about what was going to make you happy, what's going to bring you your happiness. It's about you. And I think there's some soul searching to be done this week. I think it's going to push you into looking at what's going on the inside, looking at your feelings about things, the way that you react to things, the way that you look at the perspectives that you take when you're looking at things. It's all about you. It's about putting yourself first this week and empowering yourself. We've got the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is your nearest and dearest celebrating with you, connecting with you, being happy for you. So I think you're going to, again, it's that connection with others. I think maybe you've been shying away from connecting with people. Two of Cups, connections. King of Swords, seeing things very clearly, and also it's also about communication. Sorry, my brain again just flicked. So I think you've been a little bit scared of people, of maybe working with people, of working with certain people, and it's been holding you back. And I think moving forwards, you've got to be brave. You've got to be brave. You've not got to be afraid to make those connections, not be afraid to trust. And speak up actually as well, because I think when it's about setting boundaries. When you're moving through relationships with people, I think it's really normal to set your boundaries out, to make things clear. And I think maybe that's where you've been lacking in the past. And people have maybe crossed those boundaries, upset you, hurt you, made you feel less than. And it's not giving you the confidence that you should have in yourself, because you have achieved great things. I think your confidence has been drained, your self-worth maybe has been drained. But this week, you've got your nearest and dearest are going to be lifting you up and helping you to realise how amazing you are. And I think you're going to be finding and deepening connections. And I think there's going to be some communication, some really good connections, made with people, boundaries maybe being laid down, but just connection and communication, I think, for you this week, Cancer. I've got that Four of Swords at the end there. It's about looking after yourself. It's about recharging your batteries. It's about hugging yourself, giving yourself a big old hug, because I really feel like that's what you need this week, Cancer. I feel like you need to put yourself first, and I think you need to give yourself a good old hug, and you need to realise how flipping amazing you are, because you have achieved amazing things, you have achieved brilliant things, and I don't think you give yourself enough credit. Five of Pentacles, you don't give yourself enough credit. You don't realise what you've got, what you've done, what you've achieved. The Lovers. I think this is it's about connection with others. It's about being confident to make the connection with others. But more than anything, this is about your connection to yourself. It's about healing your connection to yourself. I feel quite emotional for you, Cancer. I'm not going to lie. This feels massive for you. This feels like you are letting go. You're stepping down a brand new path. And in doing so, you are letting things go that have maybe been really painful for you and really traumatizing for you. And you are realizing and healing and recognizing that, you know, you're getting your self-worth back. You're getting your confidence back. You're being courageous. You're being brave. And it's all to do with something that's happened in the past. I think something's maybe happened to you. But I think it's knocked you off your original path, because I think you have done amazing things, and I think it's taken you off the path that you should have been on. It's now time. It's time to move on from this. It's time to let this go. It's time for you to learn to love yourself, to regain your self-confidence, your self-worth, and to look after yourself, to wrap yourself up in a big hug and love yourself again, actually. So I'm going to leave it at that, Cancer. I'm going to leave it there. I hope this has been helpful to somebody. It maybe feels quite specific, but hopefully it'll reach the person or the people that it needs to. Yeah, you take care of yourself. Let me know if this resonates with you, or if you've got anything to share, or even just an emoji of some description. Always like to have a chat with people. In the meantime, stay rooted, stay open, stay magical, and I will catch up again with you very, very soon.